Hello and welcome to Smells Like 90's Rock. It's Sheila, Hot Toddy, and DJ P.O.R.C. and hi. How are things?
Going good. My son got his second shot, and
yeah, I heard about that.
No side effects at all. Nothing.
Oh, that's some bull right there.
I know. It's like the youth get it so easy.
Always.
I mean, his arm was sore for like 30 minutes. That was it. Like right after he got the shot.
Well, it just shows how getting older just makes things worse. Because I was still 31 when I got my 2 shots, and I died after my second one. So
He
I did too.
Got Pfizer.
Well, he got Pfizer. Well, that might have something to do with it then.
I feel like we're all just weak, though, because my 70-year-old father got it and didn't feel anything. He didn't even feel shoulder pain.
Okay, I would take weaklings.
I think it's because my son's body has yet, like, everything's foreign. He's still young enough to where, like, it's foreign, so his body's like, oh, this is just something new. We'll handle this situation.
Yeah, we got this. It's fine.
I've been around long enough, and my body is like, no, this is not a friend. And DJ P.O.R.C.'s grandfather is like, well, it's not death, so I guess I'll handle it.
Well, that's true. If death don't come...
My grandfather. All my grandfathers are dead.
When death came knocking at their door, they answered.
I thought you said it was your grandfather who got the shot, 70-year-old grandfather.
My 70-year-old father.
Oh. I'm sorry, I forget you're a late bloomer.
They had... I guess I was a surprise, because, my parents were older when they had me.
Your parents were already in their 70s when they had you, and your
He's a winter baby.
Yeah, your grandparents were already in their 120s or so. And so, yeah.
I feel really bad, because after I heard 70, I swear I transposed the word grand on that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you did. You're just like, 70? Oh, that's for like, grandparents.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. See,
That's like a trend in my family, though. Like, I looked it up once on my dad's side. All of the men in my dad's side had kids late. So, like, I actually looked it up. My great-grandfather was born in, like, 1878.
Jeez.
Damn.
I know.
God. That's horrifying.
Yeah, I'm a 90s, and here I am, a 90s baby. Woo.
Your great-grandfather...
Not an 1890s baby.
No.
A 1990s baby.
No, because that would have been way too early. Your parents were born in the 1890s,
Yes.
and then they waited till the 1990s to have you.
Whatever.
I mean, literally, like, it's blowing my mind. Like, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around a 70-year-old parent.
Well,
like someone older than me.
You know, John Tyler, our 10th president, little history fact for you, kept having kids basically right up until the moment he croaked in 1862, and he still has grandchildren alive today. Grandchildren. Because he did that, and then all of his kids, just like P.O.R.C.'s family, had kids, either kept having kids until the very end, or just had them late, and so he still has grandkids. The 10th president of the United States died in 1862, still has grandchildren alive today.
Well, I guess it's just weird to me because P.O.R.C.'s not part of, like, a litter. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true, yeah.
So, like, in my mind, it was like...
There was also a Civil War veteran in my hometown whose children were... I think they may have passed on now. I don't really know for sure, but his children were alive as of like a decade ago. So, because he had children, he was an extremely young soldier in the Civil War, and then he had
10-year-old,
something like that. Like, you know, he was one of those that just snuck in because they didn't care back then. Fine.
Back then, 10 was like, you were already a man.
Weirdly enough, he fought for the Union, too, which I thought was odd. You would think the Union would do a little bit of background checking. The Confederacy, I get. But he fought for the Union, and they did no background checking and let this super young kid in to fight. He got married, had kids, I think, and then his wife died, got remarried in like the 19-teens or 20s when he was like 400 million years old, and had more kids. And so he had kids. So he too has grandchildren, I know, still alive. But his kids were alive till... I haven't like checked in on that in a long time, but a decade ago they were still alive. So, you know, it's weird how lineages work.
That's why... Yeah, that's... I'm not a fan of like these kind of timelines though, because I don't like explaining the weird family trees to people.
Right. You know, Mike.
But I'm like talking about like, you know, Hopi Hop and Susie Tom and stuff. Like, that's your family. Be proud.
Tammy Jean, Billy Bob, and Jimmy Crackcorn. All of them great people. They really are great guys. They're great people.